Okay, today we are going to see the Internet of Things here, fourth chapter. Overview. What is Internet of Things? Internet of Things. Internet of Things refers to the set of devices and systems that are interconnected real-world sensors, actuators to the Internet, or is a network of devices which can sense, accumulate, and transfer data over the Internet without any human interventions. ኔትወርክ የሆኑ ዲቫይሶች ሴንስ የሚያደርጉ አኩሙሌት የሚያደርጉ እና ትራንስፈር የሚያደርጉ ይሆናሉ ማለት ነው። እነዚህ ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ከሌሎች ለየት የሚያደርጉ ምንድን ነው? እነሱ ዲቫይሶቹ ናቸው ራሳቸው ሰርስ የሚያደርጉ የሚመልሱት ማለት ነው። ሌላው ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ 5 መሰረታዊ ነገሮችን አለው። አንደኛ ማንኛውም ስሞል ዲቫይስስ ዲቫይስ that exploit purpose built small device to deliver this precision, scalable and versatile። ሌላው አድቫንቴጅ ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ አክቲቭ ኢንጌጅመንት ነው። Much of today introduces a new paradigm for active content, product or service engagements. So anything are standby while on the Internet of Things. ሌላው ሴንሰር ነው። ሴንሰር uses this distinction without sensor. በጣም አስፈላጊ ነው። ያለ ሴንሰር ምንም ማድረግ አይቻልም። ምክንያቱም ከኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ አርኪቴክቸሮች ትልቁና ቦታው ኦር ርካሽ የሚባሉ እነዚህ ሴንሰር እና አክቹዌተርስ የሚባሉ ናቸው። it makes active system capable of real world integration. The other is connectivity ነው። new enabling technology for networking and specifically Internet of Things networks. ሌላው artificial intelligence ነው, which is essential to make virtual anything smart. ሌላው Internet of Things is an ecosystem of connected physical objects that are accessible through the Internet. Very important. ኢንተርኔት በጣም አስፈላጊ ነው። So there is a physical objects that are connected and accessed through the Internet. According to the Gartner report, by 2020, connected devices across all the technologies will reach 20.6 billion, and by 2025, we will have 41.6 billion connected Internet of Things devices. The number of Internet of Things devices surpassed the global human population in 2010. So Internet of Things included many different systems. Internet connected cars, wearable devices including health, fitness, monitoring devices, watches, even human implanted devices, smart meters, smart objects, home automation system, and the light control, smartphone, increasing used by measure the world around them, wireless sensors, networks that measure weather, food, defense, tires, and more. So the major definition internationally, or what are the definition from the international bodies? Definition from Internet Architecture Board: the network of smart objects. The network of smart objects, meaning huge numbers of devices intelligently communicating in the presence of Internet protocol that cannot be directly operated by human being, but exist as a component in building, vehicle, and the environments. So እነዚህ ኔትወርኪንግ ኦፍ ስማርት ኦብጀክትስ እያንዳንዳቸው ኦብጀክቶች ስማርት ነፍ ናቸው። ፕሮሰሲንግም በየኤሪያ አላቸው። and they are intelligent communicating in the presence of ኢንተርኔት ፕሮቶኮል ቲሲፒ or ዩዲፒ በመጠቀም ማለት ነው። ሌላው ኢንተርኔት ኢንጂነሪንግ ታስክ ፎርስ ዲፋይን ያደረገው the networking of smart object in which smart object have some constraints such as limited bandwidth, power, and processing accessibility for achieving interoperability among smart objects ይላል። ይሄ በተወሰኑ ስማርት ኦብጀክቶች ናቸው፣ ግን ችግሮች አሉ። ለምሳሌ ሊሚትድ ባንድዊድዝ፣ ፓወር፣ ለረጅም ሰዓት ፓወር መቆየት የማይችሉ እና በየጊዜው ቻርጅ የሚደረጉ ከሆነ እና ፕሮሰሲንግ አክሰሲቢሊቲ ሰቸው ሰፊ ካልሆነ አብሮ ለመስራት ትንሽ አስቸጋሪ ነው የሚል ግንዛቤና ሀሳብ አለው። በት ናውዳይስ እንደነ 5G ኔትወርክ እነዚህን ችግሮች ኦልሞስት ቀርፏል ብሎ ማሰብ ይቻላል ማለት ነው። ሌላው ዲፊኒሽን ፍሮም IEEE ኮሚኒኬሽን a framework of all things that have representation in the presence of the internet in such a way that new application and service enable interaction in the physical and the virtual world in the form of machine to machine communications in the cloud የምለው ይሄኛው ፍሬምወርክ ኦፍ ኦል ቲንግስ ይላል። ያው ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ማለት ኦር ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ኤቭሪቲንግስ ማለት ነው። ቲንግስ ካን ቢ ፒፕል ሊሆን ይችላል፣ ሰዎች ሊሆን ይችላል፣ እንስሳቶች ሊሆን ይችላሉ፣ ተፈጥሮ ሊሆን ይችላል፣ ማሽን ሊሆን ይችላል። there are a lot of things. ኦክስፎርድ ዲክሽነሪ ደግሞ the interaction of everyday objects computing devices through the internet that enables the sending and receiving of useful data according to Oxford Dictionary ማለት ነው። በየቀኑ የምንጠቀምባቸው ኮምፒውቲንግ ዲቫይስ ሁሉም በነገራችን ላይ ሁላቸውም ኦልሞስት ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ስናወራ ኦልዌይስ ዊ አር ኮኔክትድ ኦር ኮኔክቲንግ ዊዝ ዘ ኢንተርኔት ማለት ነው። So what is the conceptual framework in 2020 Internet of Things? In general, Internet of Things is service plus data plus networks plus sensors ማለት ነው። ከታች ሴንሰሮች አሉ። በሴንሰሮች አማካኝነት we can collect, gather information from every devices and we just come through gateway. እነዚያ በጌትዌይ ደግሞ ዳታዎች ፕሮሰስ ይደረጋሉ፣ ይቀመጣሉ ፎር አናሊቲክስ በብዙ ነገሮች። ከዛ ፋይናሊ ዴሊቨሪ which is our user interface ወደዛ ይተር ማለት ነው። ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ is a system of interrelated computing devices, mechanical and digital machines, objects, animals or peoples that are provided with unique identifiers and the ability to transfer data over the network without requiring human to human or human to computer interaction ማለት ነው። So an interrelated computing devices, mechanical, digital, so many things እነዚህ ሰው ከሰው ጋር ወይ ደግሞ ከሰው ከማሽን ጋር ሳይገናኙ ሁሉም በራሳቸው መስራት የሚችሉ ማለት ነው። ቲንግ ኢን ዘ ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ካን ቢ ፓርሰል ሊሆን ይችላል፣ farm, animal, transponder, automobile has built-in sensor alert the drivers when tire pressure is low, or any other natural or man-made object can be assigned an IP address and is able to transfer data over the internet or over the network ማለት ነው። Or Internet of Things is also considered as a worldwide network of intelligent objects that are interconnected and uniquely representable on the basis of communication based on protocol. A worldwide network of intelligent objects that are interconnected and uniquely representable on the basis of communication based on protocol. Uh, what are the key technological enablers of Internet of Things? There are 4 key technology enablers. Radio frequency identifier technology used for tagging the things የመጀመሪያው ነው። እቃዎች ላይ ኢምቤድ በማድረግ በሴንሰር ያንን እንዲያነብና ፕሮዳክቶቹን ለመቆጣጠር እና ፕሮዳክቶቹ ከየት እንደመጡ ለማወቅ ያግዛል። ሌላው ሴንሰር ቴክኖሎጂ ነው። used for sensing the things። እነዚህ ሴንሰር ቴክኖሎጂዎች ሞሽናል ሊሆኑ ይችላሉ፣ ሊነር ኦር አንጉላር ወይ ደግሞ ኢንቫይሮንሜንታል። what is the change in environments? humidity, light, pressure, temperature። ሌላው ስማርት ቴክኖሎጂ used for thinking the things። smart technology or that are think like human beings or nanotechnologies used for shrinking the things እስከ አተም ድረስ ማለት ነው። Generally speaking, Internet of Things is just more than machine-to-machine communications with technologies including wireless, sensor networks, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, DPRS, RFID, Wi-Fi እነዚህን ሁሉ ማለት ነው። The other components of Internet of Things. There are 4 main components of Internet of Things system. አንደኛው the things itself, that is the device. ሁለተኛው the local network that can include gateway which transfer proprietary communication protocols into internet protocol። እዛ ጋ ዩኒክሊ አይደንቲፋይድ ሆኑ በተሰጠው ሜቢ ሎጂካል ሊሆን ይችላል። ከዛ ላይ ቀጥታ ወደ ኢንተርኔት በሚወጣ ወይ ጌትዌይ ኦር ሎካል ኔትወርክ ማለት እንችላለን። ሶስተኛው ኢንተርኔት ነው ኦር which is the global network። አራተኛ ባክ ኤንድ ሰርቨር ኢንተርፕራይዝ ዳታ ሲስተም ፒሲስ እንደ ሞባይል ዲቫይስስ ኦር ሊሆኑ ይችላሉ ማለት ነው። ኦር ዌብ ፖርታል ኤፒአይ እነዚህ ናቸው። The Internet of Things from an embedded system point of view። ሶ ቲንግሶች አሉ። ከዛ ወደ ሎካል ኔትወርክ ኮሌክት ይደረጋሉ። ከዛ መሀል ላይ ኢንተርኔት አለ። ከዛ ባኪንግ ሰርቪሶች ይኖራሉ ማለት ነው። ሶ እነዚህ ፖይንት ኦፍ ቪዎች አሏል ማለት ነው። ሴንሰር እንደ አክቹዌተርስ የሚባሉ ከታችኛው processing, communications, and finally business data analytics, user access, remote server or backend server ላይ የሚቀመጥ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። There are of course 2 key aspects to the Internet of Things: the device themselves, the server side architecture. In fact, there is often a third category as well. In many cases, there are maybe low power gateway that performs for aggregations, event processing, bridge that may be located between the devices and the wide internet. Little types of devices or things nature. There are 3 types of devices in Internet of Things. The smallest devices have embedded about 8-bit system on chips ኮንትሮለር ያላቸው በጣም ትንንሽ የሆኑ ዲቫይሶች ኖሩካን ኤምቤድ የምናደርገው ሰው ውስጥ ሊሆን ይችላል፣ እንስሳት ላይ ሊሆን ይችላል። ሁለተኛ ስሞል ሆም ራውተርስ and the derivative of those devices commonly they run a cut down or embedded Linux platform such as OpenWRT or dedicated embedded operating system, small home routers እንደ derivative of those devices ሊሆን ይችላሉ። ሁለተኛው have very limited 32 bits address and ARM chip ያላቸው ናቸው። ሶስተኛው the most capable of Internet of Things platform that are fully 32 bit or 64 bits computing platform like computer የምንላቸው ናቸው። as Raspberry Pi or the BeagleBone may run a full Linux operating system and other suitable operating systems such as Android ሊሆኑ ይችላሉ ማለት ነው። እነዚህ አይነት ዲቫይሶች ይኖራሉ ማለት ነው። Internet of Things communication mechanisms. Communication between devices and the internet or the gateway include many different models. Direct internet Wi-Fi connectivity using TCP or UDP will look for protocol for this latter. Direct internet or Wi-Fi connectivity, Bluetooth, low energy, near field communications or for short distance, Bluetooth also for short distance, Zigbee or other mesh radio networks, SRF and point-to-point radio links, UART, serial lines, SPI, I2C, wired bases. These all are the communication mechanisms specially used in the Internet of Things. The two major modes of connectivities or communications are server side cloud አለ፣ እንደገና ደግሞ ኢተርኔት ዋይፋይ አለ፣ በመሀል ላይ ቲሲፒ ዩዲፒ ፕሮቶኮሎች ይኖራሉ። ወይም በሰርቨር ሳይድ ክላውድ አለ፣ ሌሎች ጌትዌይ የምንላቸው ዲፍረንት ኔትወርኮች ይኖራሉ። ኦር ሴንሰር ሀብ እዛ ከታች ደግሞ ሌሎች ዲቫይሶች ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ዲቫይሶች ይኖራሉ ማለት ነው። ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ኔትወርክ ሪኳየርመንትስ አንደኛ the ability to connect large number of heterogeneous Internet of Things elements፣ ሁለተኛ high reliability real time awareness with low latency፣ the ability to secure all traffic flows፣ programmability for application customizations፣ traffic monitoring and management at the device level, and low cost connectivities for a large number of devices or sensors። So Internet of Things network requirement እነዚህ ይይዛሉ ማለት ነው። ወደ 7 ነጥቦች አሁን የዘረዘርኳቸው ናቸው። ሌላው ቶፒክ history of Internet of Things። The term Internet of Things was coined by Kevin Ashton in a presentation to Procter and Gamble in 1999 ነው ሀሳቡ። He is a co-founder of MIT IOT lab. He pioneered radio frequency identifier used in barcode detectors for the supply chain management domain ማለት ነው። እቃዎች ላይ ሴንሰሮችን ኢምቤድ በማድረግ እነዛን ኢምቤድድ የሆኑትን ሴንስ በማድረግ ስለ እቃዎቹ ሙሉ ዝርዝር ሰው we can communicate with things የሚለውን ሀሳብ የመጀመሪያው ያመጣው የዛ ነው ማለት ነው። The Auto Lab Network is a research group in the field of networked radio frequency identifications and emerging sensing technologies. Auto ID labs are independent network of current 7 academic research labs. The research and develop new technologies for revolutionizing global commerce and provide previously in an unrealized consumer benefits. Although Ashton was the first man to mention of the Internet of Things, the idea of connected devices has been around since 1970 under the monikers embedded Internet and pervasive computing. The first Internet appliance, for example, was a Coca vending machines, Carnegie Mellon University in the early 1980s. Using the way programmers could check the status of the machines and determine whether there would be a cold drink awaiting them should they decide to make the trip to the Martians. ሰዎች ውስጥ ነው monkeys embedded internet and pervasive computing ወይ ደግሞ ማሽን can communicate with human በሚል አፕሊኬሽን ወይ ደግሞ ይህ ስታርት ወስ ቦካ ቬንዲንግ ማሽን ካርኔጅ ሜሎን ዩኒቨርሲቲ ኦፍ 1980ዎች ውስጥ ዩዚንግ ዌብ በመጠቀም ምንድን ነው ያደረገው ማሽን ወይ ደግሞ ሪፍሪጀሬተር ውስጥ ኮካ መኖር አለመኖሩንና እንዲሁም ደግሞ መቀዝቀዝ አለመቀዝቀዛቸውን አዌር የሚያደርግ ሀሳብ የተሰራው በሜሎን ዩኒቨርሲቲ ውስጥ ነበር ማለት ነው። ኤቮሉሽን ኦፍ ዘ ኢንተርኔት pre-internet era, most of the human communication was through fixed line and the mobile telephone or telegraph ማለት ይቻላል። ከዛ ኢንተርኔት started or dawn of the internet የምንለው with the origin of the internet the world changed at once. We could be content apart and still share vital information at just take the click of a button. So ኢንተርኔት ከተጀመረ በኋላ the interconnection of local area, metropolitan, wide area. So nowadays we can access information without geographical limitations through our computers or digital things by clicking. The evolution of Internet of Things or the Internet, and also we can classify Internet of People after the invention of blogging. Social media began to explode in popularity. Sites like MySpace, Facebook, and LinkedIn gained a prominence in the early 2000s. YouTube came out in 2005, creating an entirely new way for people to communicate and share with each other across the great distance. እነዚህ ደግሞ ያው ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ፒፕል የተጀመሩበት ጊዜያቶች ናቸው። The Internet of Things is nearly all of the data available on the internet today was first captured and created by human beings. The problem is people have limited time, attention, accuracy, and which means they were not very good at capturing data about things in the real world. This is a problem because the people have limited time, attention, accuracy, and that means they are not very good at capturing. They forget. Maybe they just add their own ideas. So if you had computers that knew everything there was and now about things using data that gathered without any help from us, we would be able to track and count everything and greatly reduce waste, loss, and costs. This is what gave birth to Internet of Things. So if you had a computer that now knew everything, where was and now about things using the data gather, እነዚህ ነገሮች ማድረግ የሚችል ስማርት የሆኑ ዲቫይሶች ካሉ ግን ለሰው ልጅ ሁሉ ነገር ማለት ነው ይቀንሳል። ከመባከን ከማጣት ከችግሮች ሁሉ ይደናሉ ማለት ነው። So Internet of Things has evolved from the convergence of wireless technology, micro electromechanical systems, microservice, and the internet. So እነዚህ አራት ነጥቦች አሉ። ዋየርለስ ቲንግስ፣ ማይክሮ ኤሌክትሮሜካኒካል ሲስተምስ፣ ማይክሮ ኤሌክትሮሜካኒካል ሲስተም ማለት ራሱ ሜሞሪ ያለው፣ ማይክሮ ሰርቪስ እና ኢንተርኔት አራት ነገሮች ናቸው። ቬሪ ኢምፖርታንት። እነዚህ ራስ በርስ ኮሚኒኬት ይደረጋሉ ማለት ነው። And the convergence has helped tear down the silos between operational technology and information technology. So የዚህ ኮላቦሬሽን ትልቁ ምንድነው የሰራው? Yes, will start the storage between operational technology and information technology. This convergence enables unstructured machine-generated data to be analyzed for insight to derive improvement. So Internet of Things evolved from machine to machine communications. Machine connects to each other through a network without human interactions. Machine to machine refers to connecting a device to cloud, managing it, and collecting data. So እነዚህ ነገሮች ወዴት እያመጡ መጡ? ማሽን ከማሽን ጋር ሰዎች ያለ ሰዎች እርዳታ ኮሚኒኬት ማድረግ እንዲችሉ እና ዳታን ፕሮሰስ ማድረግ እንዲችሉ ኦልሞስት ዜይ ስማርት ወደ ስማርትነስ ይመጣሉ ማለት ነው። ማሽን ታይፕ ኮሚኒኬሽን also known as machine to machine communication describes any network where two or more devices exchange data directly without user intervention ማለት ነው ማሽን ታይፕ ኮሚኒኬሽን ማለት ነው። ሌላው taking machine to machine to the next level. This is Internet of Things is a sensor network of billions of smart devices that connect people, systems, and other applications to collect, share data. At its foundation, machine-to-machine offer the connectivity that enables Internet of Things ማለት ነው። So እነዚህን ይመስላሉ ሂስትሪ ኦፍ ኢንተርኔት ማለት ነው። ግልጽ ነው አይደል? ስለዚህ ማሽን መጀመሪያ ሰው ከማሽን ጋር ሰራ ማሽን ከማሽን ጋር ዩዚንግ ብዙ ሴንሰር ኔትወርክ ኦፍ ቢሊየንስ ስማርት ዲቫይሶችን በመጠቀም ሰዎችን ሲስተም እና ሌሎች ነገሮችን ማገናኘት። እነዚህ ደግሞ they offer connectivity that enables Internet of Things ማለት ነው። The other topic is why is Internet of Things important? Touches every industry, include healthcare, finance, retail, manufacturing. Helps people to live and work smarter. A smart home, a smart city, smart kitchen. A smart city helps citizens reduce waste and energy consumptions, and also provide business with real-time look into how their company system really work, delivery insight into everything from the performance of machine to supply chain and the logic operations. Connected sensors are even used in farming to help monitor crop and the cattle yield and predict growth patterns. ስለዚህ ጥቅሞቹ በጣም ብዙ ናቸው ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ትልቁ ነገር ኢዚ ለሰው ልጅ ህይወትን ቀላል ያደርጋል። ከብዙ ድካም ሁሉ ነገሮችን በቀላሉ እንድናገኝ ያደርጋል ማለት ነው። and also touch every industries, enable company to automate process and reduce labor costs, cut down on waste and improve service delivery, less expensive to manufacture and the delivery costs, as well as offering transparency into customer transactions. So no one can complain because everything is transparent. So examples of an Internet of Things system, መጀመሪያ collect data ነው። This is Internet of Things devices. Example ሴንሰሮች አሉ፣ sensors and actuators። የተለያዩ አንቴናዎች አሉ፣ ማይክሮ ኮንትሮለር ዲቫይሶች ይኖራሉ ማለት ነው። ሁለተኛው ኮሌክት ኤንድ ትራንስፈር ዴታ። this is especially Internet of Things hub በመባል ይታወቃል፣ ወይም Internet of Things ጌትዌይ። ሶስተኛው ደረጃ አናላይዝ ዴታ ቴክን አክሽን። ዩዘር ኢንተርፌስ ስማርትፎን ሊሆን ይችላል፣ ሁማን ማሽን። አናላይቲክስ ኦፍ ቢዝነስ አፕሊኬሽንስ ኤግዛምፕል ኮስተመር ሪሌሽንሺፕ ማኔጅመንት ሊሆን ይችላል፣ ኢአርፒ ባክኤንድ ሲስተሞች ሊኖሩ ይችላሉ ማለት ነው። what are the advantage of Internet of Things? አንደኛ improve active customer engagements. The customer can know and understand and every systems are parent, so everything is reliable. This is need to improve the customer engagements. Technology optimization, since they are using technology, the technology optimization will increase because they can use different promotions or different ways or mechanisms to just introduce their products, reduce wastes, ምክንያቱም የተሳሳተ ቦታ መሄድ አይጠበቅብም። ዩናው የት መሄድ እንዳለብን ማድረግ እንዳለብን you can just understand so easily ጊዜህን መቆጠብ ትችላለህ። enhance data collection, ሴንሰር ዳታ አሁን ስፔሻሊ ለሪሰርቾች በጣም አስፈላጊ ነው። ምክንያቱም ሪል ዳታ ሪል ታይም ስለሚሰሩ ምንም ፎልስ ዴሊቨሪ ፎልስ ኢንፎርሜሽኖችን የማግኘት እድል በጣም ይጠባል ማለት ነው። እነዚህ አድቫንቴጆች ናቸው። ዲስአድቫንቴጁም ኢንክሪዝ ሴኩሪቲ ኮንሰርን ነው። ትልቁ ችግር ምንድነው? ፕራይቬሲ ሴኩሪቲ and complexity ናቸው። increase the security concerns, more device and more information created and shared. ሌላው ቢግ ዴታ ማኔጅመንት ኢሹ ነው። handling huge numbers when you don't know who is connected to you was እነዚህ ናቸው። and the other is a higher chance of system corruptions. If there is a bug in any part of the system, the hackers can enter to you or to your privacy things. And a device interoperability, multiple different device vendors with no acceptance standards ማለት ማንኛውም ዲቫይስ ከየትኛውም ዲቫይስ የትኛውም ስታንዳርድ ምንም አይነት ዲቫይሶች ስለሚቀበል አብሮ የመስራት ታይፕስ ኦፍ ኢንተሮፔራቢሊቲ የሚባሉት ቴክኒካል ኢንተሮፔራብል hardware, software, component system and platform that enables the machine to machine communication. Syntactical interoperable የሚባል አለ, usually associated with the data format. Semantic interoperable, associated with the meaning of content and the concern the human rather than the machine interpretation of the content. And organizational interoperability, the ability of organization to effective communication and transfer meaningful data information even though they may be used a variety of different information system over widely or different infrastructures. So እነዚህ ዲስአድቫንቴጅ ናቸው። ፕራይቬሲ፣ ሴኩሪቲ፣ ኮምፕሌክሲቲ፣ ኢንተሮፔራቢሊቲ፣ flexibility. The other is challenge. Internet of Things challenge alu. There are a key challenge implication today that need to be addressed before the mass adoption of Internet of Things can occur, that include privacy and security nature, trust and the quality of information in shared information models. Challenge ምን ያክል trust and the quality information, secure exchange of data between Internet of Things devices and the consumer of their information, because ማንኛውም ሰው የፈለገውን ሁሉ ነገሮች ሁሉ መረጃዎችን ነው ሴንሰሩ የሚወስደው እና and protection mechanism for valuable devices are this is a great challenge. And the cost versus usability, reduction in cost devices and the mechanism to use devices is also expected. Cost and usability, interoperability with devices, the use of standard interface between this device, diverse entity becomes important. So there are numerous sources of data and heterogeneous data management. The volume of the generated data and the process involved in the handling of those data become critical. So an increment of information can as a problem of handling of this become, and that is critical device energy consumption level, how to interconnect things in interoperable way while taking into account the energy constraints. So device energy consumption is also another challenge. Communication between device take the most energy. ለምሳሌ ኢንተርኔት ስትጠቀሙና ኢንተርኔት ሳትጠቀሙ የስልካችሁ ባትሪ እኩል አያልቅም። So when one machine communicates with another machine, the more power consumption. The other new topic is how Internet of Things works. Internet of Things ecosystem consists of web-enabled smart devices that use embedded processor, sensor, and communication hardware to collect, send, and act on data they acquire from their environments. So the ecosystem consists ወይ ደግሞ ዌብ ኢናብልድ ስማርት ዲቫይስስ የሚጠቀሙት ኢምቤድድ ፕሮሰሰሮች አሉ ሰው ላይ ዲቫይስ ላይ፣ እንደገና ደግሞ ከነሱ ላይ የሚወስዱ አሉ። እነዚህ ዲቫይስ የምንላቸው ጀነራል ዲቫይስ እና ሴንሰር የምንል በሁለት ነው የምንከፍላቸው። ጀነራል ዲቫይስ ማለት ኢምቤድድ የሚደረጉ ናቸው ወይ ደግሞ በራሳቸው ስሩ ዲፍረንት ዋይፋይ ኢንተርኮኔክት እናደርጋለን። እንደገና ደግሞ ሴንሰር እና ኮሚኒኬሽን ሃርድዌር ኦር ሎጂካል ጌት ያላቸው አሉ ማለት ነው። ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ዲቫይስስ ሼርድ ዘ ሴንሰር data they collect by connecting to an Internet of Things gateway or another edge devices. እነዚህ ከሴንሰር ላይ የሚመጡት ደግሞ ኮሌክት ተደርጎ ወዴት ነው? ወደ ኢንተርኔት ጌትዌይ ወይ ደግሞ ኔትወርክ እንለዋለን። ወይ ደግሞ another edge device. edge devices ማለት ስማርት ዲቫይሶች ማለት ነው። where data is either sent to the cloud to be analyzed are analyzed locally. This is an interesting part. ሁሉንም አይደለም፣ ብዙዎቹ እዛው ፕሮሰስ የሚደረጉ አሉ። ለምሳሌ የቤታችሁ ቴምፕሬቸር በሚጨምርበት ጊዜ ኦር ሲቀንስ ቬንቲሌተር ለመለኮስ ወደ ላይ አያስፈልግም፣ እዛው ላይ ነው ዲተርማይን የሚደረጉ ማለት ነው። ሌላው sometimes these devices communicate with other related devices and act on this device communicate with other related devices and act on the information they get from the one another. እነዚህ ደግሞ ከሴንሰር ይወስዳል፣ በአክቹዌተር ኢሚዲየትሊ የሚመለሱ ይኖራሉ ማለት ነው። ሶ ሴንሰር እና አክቹዌተሮች አሉ፣ ኖዶች አሉ፣ ኤጅ ኖዶች አሉ፣ ጌትዌይ አለ፣ ሎካል ኤሪያ ኔትወርኮች አሉ፣ ኢንተርኔቶች አሉ። እነዚህ ዋየርለስ ሴንሰር ኔትወርክ ኢንሳይድ ኢንስቶል ኢን ኤ ፋክተሪ ኦር ኮኔክትድ ቱ ዘ ኢንተርኔት ቪያ ኤ ጌትዌይ። ሪሜምበር ዛት ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ኢዝ ኤ ቴክኖሎጂ ዛት ቢልድ ሲስተም ካፓብል ኦፍ autonomously sensing and responding to stimuli from the real world without human interventions. So each devices are connected with each others are more smart. We therefore need to develop a process flow for definite framework over which an Internet of Things solution is built. The Internet of Things architecture to be discussed shortly is generally comprised of 4 stages. Stage 1 ሴንሰር አክቹዌተር ዲቫይሶች እንላቸዋለን። ስቴጅ 2 ይሄ ማለት need to develop a process flow for a definite framework over the which an Internet of Things solution is built or Internet of Things architecture የምንላቸው is generally comprised of 4 stages. The stage 1 ሴንሰር አክቹዌተር እና ዲቫይሶች አሉ። ስቴጅ 2 data acquisition systems or communications layer ምንለው ማለት ነው። ሶስተኛው pre-processing edge analytics where the information is analyzed and analytics is performed, or especially pre-processing or data processing for the cloud analytics የሚባል አለ። we can store informations. So stage 1 sensor actuators ላይ a thing in the context of Internet of Things should be equipped with sensors and actuators, thus giving the ability to emit, accept and process signals. Stage 2 data acquisition systems. The data from the sensors starts in analog form, which needs to be aggregated and converted into digital stream for further processing. This stage performs these data aggregation and conversion functions. Stage 3 edge analytics. Once Internet of Things data has been digitized and aggregated, it may require further processing before it enters the data centers. This is where edge analytics comes in. Stage 4 cloud analytics. Data that needs more in-depth processing gets forwarded to physical data centers or cloud-based system ማለት ነው። So how Internet of Things works, there are 4 stages. Good. So the thing is a primary analog data sources, device, machines, people, tools, cars, animals, clothes, toys, environments, buildings. እነዚህ ነገሮች ወደ ሴንሰር ወደ አክቹዌተርስ ሜቢ ዋይር ኦር ዋይርለሶች ናቸው። ስቴጅ 2 ላይ ኢንተርኔት ጌትዌይስ፣ ዴታ አኩዚሽንስ ኤንድ ሲስተም፣ ዴታ አግሪጌሽንስ ኦር ፍሮም አናሎግ ቱ ዲጂታል ኮንቨርሽንስ ሜካኒዝምስ፣ እነዚህ ነገሮች ናቸው። ስቴጅ 3 ላይ አናሊቲክስ ኦር ፕሪ ፕሮሰሲንግ ኦር ኤጅ አይቲ። ስቴጅ 4 ዴታ ሴንተር ኦር ክላውድ አናሊቲክስ ማኔጅመንት ኦር አርካይቭ በመባል ይታወቃል ማለት ነው። ሌላው ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ አርኪቴክቸርስ። ሞስት ሪሰርቸር አግሪ ኦን ኮንቬንሽናል አርኪቴክቸርስ ፎር ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ፣ ብዙዎቹ ማለት ነው። ኢንክሉድ the following layers: perception layers, network layers, and application layers. So this is what we found from the most researchers, what they are agree on as a conventional architectures. Perception layers, network layers, and application layers. Some other latest variants as included Internet of Things latest architectures add support layers, that lays between the application layers and the network layers. Support layers consist of fog computing and cloud computing. This is for different mechanism and for different purpose. So hence Internet of Things architecture consists of different layers of technology supporting Internet of Things. It serves to illustrate how various technologies relate to each other and to communicate the scalability, modularity, and the configuration of Internet of Things deployments and different scenarios. The latest agree upon the Internet of Things architecture is composed of smart devices, sensor layers or perceptions, gateway and network layers, management service layers, and application layers. ማናጅመንት ሰርቪስ ኦር ዴታ ማናጅመንት ሰርቪስ የምንላቸው ከላይ ዳታዎች ማኔጅ የሚያደርጉ እንደገና ደግሞ ፎር ሴኪሪቲ ፐርፐስ አይደንቲፊኬሽኖችን የሚለዩ አሉ ማለት ነው። ሶ አፕሊኬሽን ሌየርስ ስማርት ዲቫይስ ሴንሰር ሌየርስ አሉ ከታች፣ ኔትወርክ ሌየርስ ኦር ኮሚኒኬሽን ሌየርስ አለ መሀል ላይ ፎር ዲፍረንት ጌትዌይ ኔትወርኮች የሚገናኙበት ናቸው። ሰርቪስ ሰፖርት የምንላቸው ደግሞ አፕሊኬሽን ሰፖርት ሌየርስ የምንላቸው በጣም ብዙ ናቸው። ፋይናል አፕሊኬሽን ሌየርስ፣ ከላይ ደግሞ ኤፒአይ ኦር ዌብ ኦር ክላውድ ይኖራል ማለት ነው for archive purpose. So smart devices sensor layers are the lowest layer made up of smart object integrated with sensors. The sensors enable the interconnection of the physical and digital world, allowing the real-time information to be collected and processed. So ስማርት ዲቫይስ ወር ሴንሰር ላይ ያሉት ለውስጥ ናቸው። ትልቁ ነገር they are enable their connections the real world ነው። various types of sensors are for different purpose. Sensors have the capacity to take measurements such as temperature, air quality, speed, humidity, pressure, flow, movement and electricity. ሜጀር የምንላቸው ሞሽናል ሴንሰር፣ ኢንቫይሮንመንታል ሴንሰር እና ፖዚሽን ላይክ ጂፒኤስ ሴንሰር የምንላቸው ማለት ነው። እነዚህ ናቸው። ሶ አርኪቴክቸር ስማርት ዲቫይስ ሴንሰር የምንለው አክሲለሮሜትርስ፣ ቴምፕሬቸር ሴንሰርስ፣ ማግኔቶሜትርስ፣ ፕሮክሲሚቲ ሴንሰር፣ ጊሮስኮፕ፣ ኢሜጅ ሴንሰርስ፣ ካስቲክ ሴንሰርስ፣ ላይት፣ ፕሬዠር ሴንሰርስ፣ ጋዝ የሚባሉ አሉ። በጣም ብዙ ናቸው። ሁሚዲቲ ሴንሰርስ፣ ማይክሮፍሎስ የሚባሉ ሴንሰሮች አሉ ማለት ነው። እነዚህ ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ አርኪቴክቸርስ ስማርት ዲቫይስ እና ሴንሰር ሌየር ያሉት most sensor require connectivity to the sensor gateway. This can be in the form of local area network such as Ethernet, Wi-Fi connections or personal area networks such as Zigbee, Bluetooth, ultra wideband የሚባሉ አንዳንዶቹ ኢሚዲየትሊ ኮኔክቲቪቲ ይፈልጋሉ። ሜቢ አንዱ ዲሳይድ ለማድረግ የሌላውን ኮኔክቲቪቲ የሚፈልግበት ጊዜያቶች በጣም ይበዛሉ ማለት ነው። for sensors that do not require connectivity to sensor aggregate, their connectivity to backend service application can be provided using wide area networks. ሌሎች ደግሞ ቀጥታ ኮኔክቲቪቲ የማይፈልጉት ዋይድ ኤሪያ ኔትወርክ ላይ ሄዳሉ። ላይክ ጂኤስኤም፣ ጂፒአርኤስ እና አልቲ ናቸው። ሴንሰርስ that use low power and low data rate connectivity typically form of network commonly known as wireless sensor networks በመባል ይታወቃሉ ማለት ነው። ሎው ሜቢ ብሉቱዝ እና ኒር የሚባሉት ናቸው። ሌላው አርኪቴክቸር ጌትዌይ እንደ ኔትወርክስ ሌየር የምንላቸው ናቸው። There massive volume of data will be produced by these teeny sensors, and this requires a robust and high performance wired or wireless network infrastructures is a transport medium. Current network IP based, often tied with the very different protocols, have been used to support machine-to-machine network and their applications. With demand needed to serve a wide range of Internet of Things service and applications such as high-speed transactional service, context, they are critical ናቸው ማለት ነው። እነዚህ ቬሪ ኢምፖርታንት ናቸው። በጌትዌይ እና ኔትወርክ ሌየር ላይ የሚገኙ ናቸው። ሮቡስት እና ሃይ ፐርፎርማንስ ዋየርለስ ኔትወርክ ኢንፍራስትራክቸር ናቸው። ስፔሻሊ ዩዝድ ፎር ትራንስፖርት ሚዲየም ናቸው። ሁለቱን ለማገናኘት ማለት ነው። ከላይ ያሉትና ከታች ያሉትን multiple network with various technology and access protocols are needed to work with each other in heterogeneous configurations. So the other important is multiple network with various technology and access protocols are needed also. Gateway and ኔትወርክ ሌየር ላይ ኤኒ ፕሮቶኮል ዛት ካሪስ አይፒ ፓኬት ሃዝ አን አድቫንቴጅ ኦቨር ኦል አዘርስ። ምክንያቱም በአይፒ እና ዩዲፒ ነው የሚሰራው። ምክንያቱም ኢንተርኔት አክሰስ ማድረግ የምንችለው በአይፒ አድሬስ ስለሆነ ማለት ነው። The connectivity requirement for Internet of Things devices are so diverse that a single technology cannot meet all the range, power, size, and the cost requirements. So, connectivity requirement for the Internet of Things devices are so diverse. There is no single technology that can meet. So, the importance of IP to the Internet of Things does not automatically mean that none of IP networks are useless. ቢኮዝ ታች ያሉት የራሳቸው ስላላቸው አይፒ ስላለው ብቻ ቬሪ ኢምፖርታንት ወይ ደግሞ የተለየ ኦል አር ወርኪንግ ቱጌዘር ኦል አር የአንዱ ደካማ ለሌላው ጥንካሬ ወይ አንዱ ጥንካሬ አይሆንም ማለት ነው። ጀስት ሚንስ ዛት ናን አይፒ ኔትወርክስ ሪኳየር ጌትዌይ ቱ ሪች ዘ ኢንተርኔት። እነዚህ አይፒ ኦር ምናምን የሌላቸው ትንንሽ ዲቫይሶች ግዴታ ኮኔክት መሆን አለባቸው ከጌትዌይ to reach the internet. This network can be in the form of private, public, or hybrid model and are built to support the communication requirements for latency, bandwidth, and security. So, private የምንላቸዋል እነዚህ እንትኖች አሉ፣ ፎርማቶች አሉ። ፕራይቬት ኔትወርክ የምንላቸው አሉ። ለምሳሌ 192 168 ፐብሊክ የምንላቸው አሉ። ፎር ፐብሊክ እና ሃይብሪድ ሁለቱም አጣምረን ልንጠቀምበት እንችላለን ማለት ነው። ሶ ቫሪየስ ጌትዌይ ማይክሮ ኮንትሮለር፣ ማይክሮ ፕሮሰሰር ኤንድ ጌትዌይ ኔትወርክስ ዋይፋይ፣ ጂኤስኤም እና ጂፒአርኤስ በመባል ይታወቃሉ ማለት ነው። So, Internet of Things architectures, gateway, and the network on a smart Internet of Things gateway is implemented to provide data processing, local web servers, and cloud connections. So, smart gateway implemented የሚደረገው ለማድረግ ነው። አንደኛ ፎር ዴታ ፕሮሰሲንግ ነው። ሁለተኛ ሎካል ዌብ ሰርቨር አንድ ክላውድ ኮኔክሽን መሀል ላይ ማለት ነው። Medium. After the gateway receives the data from the wearable sensors, it will forward the data to an Internet of Things cloud for further data storage or processing and visualizations. So, this layer also ensures unique addressing and routing ability to the unfilled integration of uncountable devices in a single cooperative networks. Various types of technology have contributed to the phenomenon, such as wired, wireless, and satellite technologies are required to connect on this layer. The implementation of 6 low power personal area network over IP version 6, more IP version 6 ነው የሚጠቀሙ protocol towards IPv6 for unique addressing of device was also important developments because IP version 6 በጣም ብዙ ስለሆነ ሰፊ ስለሆነ ሰሚዝም is a key for Internet of Things. Addressing schema provides more address than there are grain of sand on earth. So address very important ነው ማለት ነው። ሌላው ሶስተኛው ማኔጅመንት ሰርቪስ ሌየር ነው። አርኪቴክቸር the management service renders the processing of information possible through analytics, security controls, process modeling, and the management of devices ማለት ነው። This is all about management of the devices and the systems, all about securities or things. Service may include applications and the support service often provided by cloud fog computing technology ናቸው። ብዙ ናቸው እነሱ ስታንዳርዳይዜሽን ሊሆን ይችላል። So on management service layers features are business and processing rule engines support the formulation of decision logic and trigger interactive and automated process to enable more responsive Internet of Things systems. Analytics. Various analytics tools are used to extract relevant information from the massive amount of raw data and to be processed at much faster rate. There are two types of analytics. In-memory analytics allow large volume of data to be cached in the random access memory rather than stored in the physical disks. The other is streaming analytics. All analytics of data considers in motion is required to be carried out in the real time so that the decision can be made in the matter of seconds. So this analytic can be in the memory analytics and the stream analytics. This is all about management service architectures. Data management is the ability to manage data information flow. Within data management, in the management service layer, information can be accessed, integrated, and controlled. Data filtering techniques such as data anonymization, data integrations, and data synchronizations are used to hide the information while providing only essential information that is useful for the relevant applications. And also the security must be enforced across the whole dimension of Internet of Things architectures, right from the smart object layer or the way the application layers. Security of the system prevent system hacking and compromise by unauthorized personnel, thus reduce the possibility of the risky. So the final application layer, application covers smart environment space in domains such as transportations, building, city, lifestyle, retail, agricultural, factory, supply chain, emergency, healthcare, user interactions, cultures and tourism, environment and energy. Internet of Things trend since 2010 industry trend devices and the network. This is another new topic. Leaders have been predicting an explosion in the number of connecting devices. Different estimate of Internet of Things device to be connected to the internet by 2020 Gartner to 20.6 billions, Cisco 50 billions, by 2025 41.6 billions, and let's see, a wide range of fields that have been adopting Internet of Things in practice include connected and smart cities, manufacturing, energy, and IoT, transport, logistics, even agricultural. So Internet of Things is being adopted in many areas of applications. Internet of Things has no practical limit as to the number of devices deployed. So this is IP version 6. However, the number of Internet of Things devices only limited by the scope of the application themselves. Internet of Things device wireless. This is Internet of Things device nacho and the network. IoT device, a wireless sensor network. WS is a collection of distributed sensors that monitor physical environment conditions such as temperature, sound, and pressures. Wireless sensor network is a collection of distributed sensors. Data from each sensor passes through the network node to node. So wireless sensor network nodes are low-cost devices, so they can be deployed in high volume. They also operate at low power so that they can run a battery or even use energy harvesting. This WSN node is an embedded system that typically performs a single function such as measuring temperature, pressure, or turning on lights or motors. Energy harvesting is a new technology that derives energy from the external sources, for example, solar power, thermal energy, wind energy, electromechanical, and radiation, kinetic energy, and more. So IoT device ናቸው እነዚህ ማለት ነው። ሶ ትሬንድስ ዲቫይስ ኤንድ ኔትወርክስ ትሬንዱን ቅድም አይተናል። 2010 ጀምሮ በጣም እየጨመረ እንደሄደ በ2020 እስከ 20.6 ቢሊዮን እስከ 50 ቢሊዮን በ2025 41.6 ቢሊዮን። እነዚህ ብዙ አይነት ፊልዶች አዶፕት በማድረግ IoT ኢንፍራስትራክቸር በስማርት ሲቲዎች አሉ፣ ማኑፋክቸሪንግ ኢነርጂዎች እነዚህ። ሁለተኛው ዲቫይሶች ደግሞ ስፔሻሊ ዋየርለስ ሴንሰር ኔትወርክ የምንላቸው ናቸው። እነዚህ ፎር ሞኒተሪንግ ፊዚካል ኤንቫይሮንመንት በሴንሰር እና አክቹዌተር በአማካኝነት እነዚህ ሎ ኮስት ዲቫይስ ናቸው። ሌላው ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ዲቫይስ አር ኤጅ ኖድስ የምንላቸው አሉ። ዋየርለስ ሴንሰር ኔትወርክ ኤጅ ኖድ is that include internet protocol connectivity. It acts as a gateway between the WSN and the IP networks. So internet protocol በመጠቀም it offer local processing, provide local storage and feature user interfaces ማለት ነው። Internet of Things device the better over the preferred networking protocol is far from the over. There are multiple candidates. እነዚህ ናቸው። ዋይፋይ አይ 802.15 እነዚህ ገመድ ስታንስ 6 ሎው WPN ኦር ብሉቱዝ እነዚህ ናቸው። እነዚህን ዲቫይስ በመጠቀም ካን preferred networking protocol is far from over. Trained devices and the network are wireless radio technologies comparison ስታንዳርድ ለምሳሌ ፍሪኩዌንሲ፣ ዳታ ሬት፣ ፓወር እና ባትሪ ኦፕሬሽንስ IE 802.15.4 ለምሳሌ 868 ሜጋ ሄርዝ ወይ ደግሞ 2.4 ጊጋ ሄርዝ ፍሪኩዌንሲ ያለው፣ ብሉቱዝ 2.4 ጊጋ ሄርዝ፣ ዋይፋይ 2.4 5.8 ጊጋ ሄርዝ አለው ማለት ነው። ዳታ ሬታቸው 250 ኪሎባይት ፐር ሰከንድ ሲሆን IE 802 የሚባሉ ዲቫይሶች፣ ብሉቱዝ ደግሞ 723 ኪሎባይት ፐር ሰከንድ፣ ዋይፋይ 11 እስከ 105 ሜጋባይት ፐር ሰከንድ ትራንስፈር ማድረግ ይችላል ማለት ነው። ዳታ ሬታቸው 250 ኪሎባይት ተደግሟል መሰለኝ። ፓወር ቬሪ ሎው ነው፣ ያኛው ሎው ነው። ዋይፋይ ብዙ ፓወር ይፈልጋል። ባትሪ ኦፕሬሽን አልካሊን ማንዝስ 2 year፣ ሪቻርጀብል ዴስ ቱ ዊክ ነው። ብሉቱዝ የሚፈልገው ሪቻርጀብል በሰዓት ዋይፋይ አላቸው ማለት ነው። ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ኔትወርክስ as the amount of Internet of Things devices grow in the underlying telecommunication networks that support and serve them must also adapt. Telecommunication infrastructure must be designed to accommodate the traffic they carry. Voice, video, and the data have been particular characteristics and the requirement for successful transmission over the network. Internet of Things traffic differs significantly in its nature. This has unique አሁን ደግሞ ኦልሞስት በአይኦቲ ትሬንድ ዲቫይስ እንደ ኔትወርክ ላይ ደርሰናል ማለት ነው። ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ኔትወርክ ቲፒካሊ ኢንክሉድ ዘ ነምበር ኦፍ ዲቫይስ ዊዝ ኮንስትሬንድ ሪሶርስስ ፓወር፣ ፕሮሰሲንግ ሜሞሪ አሞንግ አዘርስ። እነዚህ ናቸው ኮንስትሬን የሚያደርጋቸው ፓወራቸው፣ ፕሮሰሲንግ ሜሞሪያቸው እና ሌሎች። Some of these devices may be massively deployed over the large area like smart city, industry plants. It's depend on the technology we are used, make different the networking. Whereas others may be deployed in the hard to reach areas like pipeline, hazardous zone, or even the hostile environments like war zone. Therefore, the efficient management of Internet of Things networks requires considering. Internet of Things network requirements, the ability to connect large number of heterogeneous Internet of Things elements. አንደኛ heterogeneous የሆኑትን ኮኔክት ማድረግ አለበት። high reliable real time awareness with low latency, ability to secure or traffic loss, programmability for application customizations, traffic monitoring, management at the device level, low cost connectivity for large number of devices and sensors. እነዚህ ሞር ኔትወርክ ላይ ያሉ ናቸው ማለት ነው። Network and device management platform for the Internet of Things. To ensure the correct functioning of those connected devices, they must be remotely accessed to configure, monitoring their status, and so forth. So this is network device management platform for the Internet of Things. To ensure the correct function of those connected devices, traditional management solution cannot be used for low power devices network give their resources limitation and scalability issue. Therefore, efficient and autonomic management of Internet of Things network is needed. አስፈላጊ ነው ማለት ነው። So illustration of an Internet of Things scenario. Here we have three. An ideal solution well provided a means for managing all from one dashboard. Simplified representation of Internet of Things network. It encompasses the device gateway communication links, Internet of Things application and the services. So typical scenario involving those entities including end devices collecting data from an environment, temperature, illumination, luminosity, movement, reporting, using different sensor ሜካኒዝም ወደ የሚወሰዱ ማለት ነው። ከታች ዲቫይሶች አሉ ሎራ እነዚህ ኮሚኒኬት የምናደርጋቸው ዩዚንግ ዲፈረንት ሜካኒዝም ዚግቢ ሊሆን ይችላል፣ ኤንቢ-አይኦቲ ሊሆን ይችላል፣ 5G ሊሆን ይችላል፣ ሎራ ኦር እንትን ናቸው። ከዛ ወደ ላይ ወደ ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ይሄዳሉ ማለት ነው። Most of the means to device professional administrations, monitoring and diagnostic important for trouble replacement and corrective ማጀር ናቸው። እነዚህ ደረጃ ያላቸው ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ማኔጅመንት ፕላትፎርም ከላይ ያሉት ፕላትፎርም ስትራክቸር የምንላቸው አሉ ማለት ነው። እነዚህ ናቸው ማለት ነው። እዚህ ጋር ዲቫይሶች አሉ፣ ኮሚኒኬሽን ቻነሎች አሉ። እነዚህ ደግሞ ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ማኔጅመንት ወይ ደግሞ ሰፖርት ላይ ያሉ አሉ መሀል ላይ። ከዛ ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ አፕሊኬሽን የምንለው አክሮስ አፕሊኬሽን ኤንድ ዶሜንስ ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ብዙ ናቸው። ስማርት ኢነርጂ፣ ስማርት ሲቲ፣ ስማርት ሄልዝ፣ ስማርት ኢንዱስትሪ፣ አኒማል ትራኪንግ፣ ስማርት አግሪካልቸር፣ ስማርት ሆምስ፣ ስማርት አክሮስ አፕሊኬሽን ዶሜንስ. There are numerous real-world applications of the Internet of Things ranging from customer Internet of Things and enterprise Internet of Things to manufacturing Internet of Things and industrial Internet of Things. እነዚህ the real world application ይባላሉ። consumer Internet of Things, industrial Internet of Things, commercial Internet of Things and enterprise Internet of Things አሉ። ኮንሱመር ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ የምንላቸው ዲቫይሶቹ የኮንሱመር ዲቫይሶችን ቀጥታ ማገናኘት ነው ከኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ። ኢንዱስትሪያል፣ ኮሜርሻል እና ኢንተርፕራይዝ ደግሞ ኦንላይን ሰርቪሶችን ዩዚንግ አፕሊኬሽን ፕሮቫይድ ኢንተርፌስ በዩዚንግ ኢንተርፕራይዝ አፕሊኬሽንስ አንድ ፕላትፎርም sensors and the devices በመጠቀም we can use ማለት ነው። and also Internet of Things across applications domains have taken up Internet of Things. So Internet of Things application smart home ለምሳሌ smart home for consumers, the connectivity provided by the Internet of Things could enhance their quality of life in multiple ways, such as, but not limited to, energy efficiency and the security at home and in the city. This is also very important. Connected smart device will enable the reduction of utility bills and outage, while also providing home security via remote home monitoring. A smart home has become a reality where all devices are integrated and interconnected via the wireless network. The smart device have the potential to share information with each others ማለት ነው። ለምሳሌ ቤት ሳትዘጉ ብትሄዱ መብራት ሳታጠፉ ብትሄዱ ኦር ሰዓት ላይ የሆነ ነገር አስቀምጣችሁ ከሄዳችሁ ቢሮ ሆናችሁ የትም ሆናችሁ there's no need of come back. You can monitor and control from everywhere your home because each devices also can communicate with each other or share informations across the network through wireless or connected ማለት ነው። So smart home application, remote control appliance or switching and on off remotely appliance to avoid accident and save energy. Refrigerator with LCD screen telling what is inside food. That's about the to expire ingredients you need to buy and with all the information available on the smartphone applications. ሪፍሪጅሬተራችሁ ውስጥ ምን እንዳለ፣ ዋሽንግ ማሽናችሁ ውስጥ ምን እንዳለቀ፣ ኪችናችሁ ውስጥ ያሉት ነገሮች መኖራቸውን አለመኖራቸውን፣ የሚበላሽ ከሆነ መበላሸቱን፣ እነዚህ ነገሮችን የአየር ሁኔታን ከቤት ውጭ ያለውን ቤት ውስጥ ያለውን ሁሉ ነገር በማወቅ ራሱ እያስተላለፈ እርስ በእርስ በመነጋገር እንትን ያደርጋል ማለት ነው። ኤነርጂ እንደ ዋተር ውሃ አጠቃቀማችን ሳይቀር energy applications. Internet of provide way to only monitor the energy usage at the appliance level, but also at the house levels, grid levels, and could be at the distribution levels. The smart meters, smart grid are used to monitor energy consumption. Smart, you can also energy consume ማድረግ እንችላለን ማለት ነው። ሁሉ ቁጠባ አጠቃቀማችን with efficiency እንዲሆን ያደርጋል ማለት ነው። With the smart grid energy distributing can be optimized. Smart grid which allows used. This grid also keep collecting real-time data which helps in distributing electricity efficiency and also to reduce the outage. በቃ እያንዳንዱ ነገር ማኔጅ ያደርግልናል ማለት ነው። Lightning, intelligent and weather adapting lightning, street lights, smart roads, intelligent highway with warning message and diverse according to the climate condition, unexpected event like accident or traffic jams. Smart roads, smart parking, real-time monitoring of parking space available in the city, making residents able to identify and reserve the closest available spaces. Parking cycle ማለት ነው። Waste management is detection of rubbish levels of containers to optimize trash collection routes. When garbage comes and recycle bins are with radio frequency tag allow the sanitation staff to see when garbage has been put out. ግን ቆሻሻዎች መሙላታቸውን፣ መኪና ፓርክ ለማድረግ መንገዶች ክፍት መሆናቸውን፣ እንደገና መብረቅ መኖሩን ያሉት አየር ሁኔታ ሁሉ ነገር ይነግረናል ማለት ነው። ሌላ አፕሊኬሽን ስማርት ሲቲ ነው። ስማርት ሲቲ the development of smart grid, data analytics and autonomous vehicle will provide an intelligent platform to deliver innovation in energy management, traffic management and security by sharing the benefit of this technology through society. So in the smart city development, smart grid, data analytics and autonomous vehicles to deliver innovation in energy management, traffic management and security, especially in the ሶስቱ በስማርት ሲቲ ላይ በጣም ይጠቅማል ማለት ነው። So in agricultural, smart agricultural greenhouse control microclimate condition to maximize the production of fruit and vegetables and its quality, composite control of humidity and the temperature levels have high strength to prevent the fungus and other microbial contaminants. Animal farming, tracking location and identification of animals grazing in open pasture or location in big stable, study of ventilation, air quality and farm, detection of harmful gases from extreme and offspring cars, control of growing conditions of offspring in animal farming to ensure the survival and healthy field of monitoring, reducing spoilage and crop waste with better monitoring, accurate ongoing data obtaining and management of the agriculture fields, including better control of fertilizing, electronic watering እነዚህ ስፔሻሊ በአግሪካልቸራል ላይ ግሪን ሃውስ ኮምፖዚት ማዳበሪያዎችን አኒማሎችን ያሉትን ቦታ አየሩን ንጹህ በማድረግ ለእንስሳቱና ተስማሚ እንዲሆን ፊልድ ሞኒተሪንግ እነዚህ በቃ ሁሉ ነገር በጣም ጠቃሚ ነው ማለት ነው። The task of irrigation can be automated with the help of Internet of Things. A set of sensors such as light, humidity, temperatures can be used to continuously monitor the field of conditions. አትክልቶችን ለማጠጣት በምን ያክል ቴምፕሬቸር ፕሬሸር እንደሆነ ያውቃልና ምን ያክል ውሃ መጠጣት እንዳለባቸው ለእያንዳንዳቸው irrigation እነዚህ ነገሮች ላይ በጣም አስፈላጊ ነው ማለት ነው። In health care application, smart watch and the fitness device have changed the frequency of health monitoring. People can monitor their own health at regular intervals. Not only this, now if a patient is coming to the hospital by ambulance, by the time he or she reaches at the hospital, his health report is diagnosed by doctors and the hospital quickly starts the treatment. So ብዙ ትሪያሎች እንትኖችን ይቀንሳል ማለት ነው። ገና አምቡላንስ ላይ ያለ ስላንተ ሁኔታ ዶክተሮች ስለሚያውቁ ኦልሬዲ ስትደርስ ለስራ ይዘጋጃሉ ማለት ነው። The data gathered from multiple health care applications are now collected and used to analyze different diseases and find this care. Hospitals often use interpreting the system to complete the tasks such as inventory management for both pharmaceutical and medical instruments. Pharmacy ውስጥ ምን መድኃኒት እንዳለ ላብራቶሪ ውስጥ ኤምአርአይ ኢሜጅ ፕሮሰሲንግ ላይ አሁን ለምሳሌ በሆስፒታል ውስጥ በጣም ሰዎች የሚጉላሉት በአንድ ቀን መጨረስ የሚገባቸውን 3-4 ቀን ይፈጃል። ዛሬ ላብራቶሪ ውጤት ነገ ይባላል። ከዛ ደግሞ ኢሜጅ 3 ቀን 4 ቀን ይሄ ኦንላይን ነው። በቃ ላብራቶሪ ልክ እንደሰጠ ዶክተር ካን አናላይዝ ማወቅ ይችላል። ኢሜጅ ገና አንተ ኤምአርአይ ኦር ሳምዌር ገና ከመነሳት ያውቃል ማለት ነው። ሶ በጣም ጊዜን ሰዓትን የሚቆጥብ ነው ማለት ነው። So example, Internet of Things health applications. This is very important part, especially. So connect device capture major health indicates and updates the medical report in real time, sending alert to the doctor so that the treatment is correctly followed to patients so they can take their medicine on time, to family members to ensure proper caretaking ማለት ነው። ሐኪሙ ሪዛልቱ ቶሎ ስለሚደርሰው አይቸገርም። ታማሚው ደግሞ መድኃኒቱን በአግባቡና በጊዜ ለመውሰድ መጠቀም ይችላል። እንደ ቤተሰብ ታማሚው እንዴት ቴክ ማድረግ እንዳለባቸው ይነግራቸዋል ማለት ነው። ሶ ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ኢን ሜዲሲን also very crucial. Wearable electronic devices are small devices worn in the head or neck or arms or torso and feet. Wearable electronic especially ለሜዲሲን or ለሕክምና የምንጠቀምበት ዲቫይስ ነው። ለምሳሌ ስኳር ያለበት፣ የልብ ችግር፣ የተለያዩ በሽታ ያለባቸው ሰዎች የበሽታቸው ሁኔታ ምን ላይ እንደደረሰ ኢዚሊ ማወቅ ይቻላል ማለት ነው። ከረንት ስማርት ዌራብል ዲቫይስ የሚባሉት ሄድ ሄልሜት ኦር ግላስ በማድረግ እና አእምሮ ብሬን ላይ ኦር ጭንቅላት ውስጥ ያሉ ነገሮችን ኔክ ኦር ጃውለሪ፣ አርም ኦር ዌዘር ሬስት ሪንግስ፣ ቶርስ ክሎዚንግ፣ ባክባክስ፣ ፊት ሶክስ ኦር ሹዝ እነዚህ በመጠቀም እነዚህ ዌራብል ዲቫይስ ናቸው ስማርት ናቸው። So wearable devices are also used for public safety, improving the first responder response time during the emergency by providing optimized routers and location, or by tracking the construction workers or finger firefighters vital signals and so forth for threatening sites። ለነዚህ ለፐብሊክም ይጠቅማሉ ማለት ነው። So alternative things provide education aid which help in filling the gap in the educational industry, like in the augmented chapter 5 ላይ እናያለን። So augmented, virtual augmented የሚባሉት not only improve the quality of education but also optimize the cost and improve the management by taking into consideration student response and performance. So through the various sensor we can detect the pollution in the air and the water by frequency sampling. This help in preventing substantial contaminant and related disasters. The Internet of Things platform can be used to accumulate data related to specific geographical location using remote monitoring tools and perform analysis to that early warning of disaster can be found out. So Internet of Things application in air and water pollution or hazardous, so nowadays very possible and important. Internet of Things tools and application development in platforms. Platformoች የምንላቸው ደግሞ IOT platform is an essential component of a huge Internet of Things ecosystem that support and connect all components within the system. It helps to facilitate device management, handle hardware, software, communication protocols, collect, analyze data, enhance data flow, and functionality of smart application platform is very important. So the overall Internet of Things system includes hardware, device, and the sensors, connectivity through a router, gateway, Wi-Fi, satellite, Ethernet, and the software. Finally, user interface. Another user interface, what we call it, or using this platform. Cloud hosting has become widespread and generally appreciated method of developing and running various technology solutions. Internet of Things is directly depending on the internet definitely benefit from all the advantage of cloud computing. Special cloud computing Internet of Things platform supports the internet-based function of the applications, running maintenance, analytics, data storage, and security measurements. Below are some cloud Internet of Things platform: Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, SAP, Salesforce, Oracle Internet of Things, Cisco, PowerSwitch, IBM Watson Internet of Things, ThingsWorks እነዚህ ክላውድ ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ፕላትፎርም የምንላቸው ናቸው። So Internet of Things development platform, top class to development tools that can be employed by both developers and for all of those who wish to pursue Internet of Things include Tesla, Eclipse, Arduino platform። እነዚህ ደግሞ ቶፕ ክላስ ዴቨሎፕመንታል ቱልስ የምንላቸው ናቸው። ቲፒካል እነዚህ እዚህ ላይ የምታዩት ኦፕሬቲንግ ሲስተሞችም አሉ። ፎር ስታንዳርዳይዜሽን የምንጠቀማቸው አሉ። ሃርድዌር ፕላትፎርም ሶመኒ ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ ቺፕስ ፍሬምወርኮች የምንጠቀማቸው አሉ። እነዚህ ናቸው። So this is all about Internet of Things። አመሰግናለሁ። Thank you.